So this is going to be a video introducing the concept of intervals. And intervals really are a measurement. They measure how far away one note is from another. We do this by counting. So we count how many letters are involved. Let's say we wanted to measure the distance between C to E, where we would just count C, D, E. So that's 3 letters. So we'd call this an interval of a third. Now, if it was an interval of a second, it could just be C and D. If it's an interval of fourth, it might be C to F. And we count this from the bottom up. So we always start at the lowest note and count upwards. So if we take the interval of C to E again, that would just be C, D, and E. So that would be a third. However, if the E was at the bottom, we would have a few more letters to go through. We'd have E, F, G, A, B, and then finally C. So that would be a sixth instead of a third. Now, if we come across any sharps or flats, it's really important to know the difference between an F sharp and a G flat. Now, on the piano, it looks exactly the same, feels exactly the same, and it sounds exactly the same. But the spelling is different. So if this was C to F sharp, this would be a fourth because you've got C, D, E, F sharp. And if this was C to a G flat, feels the same, looks the same, but it's actually a fifth, C, D, E, F, G flat. So if we have intervals above an octave, usually we just call them the same interval as though it was an octave lower. So this would be a third, because it's still C to E, C, D, E. This would be a fifth, and this would be an octave, an eighth. However, if we do have C to D separated by an octave, we could call this a ninth rather than a second. And we could call this a tenth sometimes. You find the ninth more often than you'd find the tenth. But it's just maybe a bit of a shorthand to know exactly how far away that interval is from one another. So that is an introduction to intervals, and there'll be some follow-up videos going into a little bit more depth about how we use intervals and alternative ways of measuring them. Thank you for watching.